Hello everyone, this is I from Inspire and Ignite, and I'm back after a long time with a very critical problem what you all face and what I faced 15 years back when I was a student, BTech student. And I rightly tried to solve this problem, and I kind of found a solution that was helpful for me, and I would like to share with you in this video. So that if you find it useful, you can apply in your life, and if you face the same problems, and as many of you are asking me on the blog, I think most of you will find it very useful. When I was BTech student, I always wanted to be best in my class, and I wanted to do a good project and give the best seminar in my class and do the best programming in my class, obviously, because I am a computer science student. I was a computer science student at the time. But the fundamental problem I faced, and most of the, I think, average students face, is lack of concentration. The moment I used to take a book, and I used to love programming a lot because I thought when I went to BTech first year, I thought all these guys, they have been studying mathematics, physics, chemistry for a long time, and they have been very good in their studies. I cannot beat them in those subjects. So what did I do is, let's choose me something which everybody starts from the scratch and I be the best in that one. So I choose the programming because programming was a very new subject for us during that time. And what happened is, like, I went to library and took a very nice book because we used to read Pascal during that time. And I started reading that, and after 10 or 15 minutes, I closed the book and I went with my brothers to play some cricket. And then went to kitchen and just a mom, and then it was my college time. Then I moved to college and life started moving like that. At the end of the semester, I felt like I didn't concentrate well on the subject, and at the end of the day, I'm not a good programmer. That hit me with a rock. I felt like, what's wrong with me? I want to do it. I desperately want to do it. I want to be the best in my class, but still I'm not able to sit and study. So then I realized I should beat this problem step by step. I mean, if I want to be successful in my life, I got to beat this problem. Otherwise, there is no solution for me to go ahead and do something good. So what did I do is, first I thought like, okay, the moment I lose the concentration, how I lose the concentration was this. I take the book, I start reading one paragraph, two paragraphs, and it's boring. All theory is boring, really boring. I don't know how do you feel, but I was an average student. I used to feel it's totally a boring thing. So when I read two paragraphs and third paragraph, I close the book and then I run and do something. I look around, who is around. If there is no one around, I go to kitchen and take something and eat, and then I look for something else. Go to TV or watch TV, or look for someone to play cricket with you. Then I realized, okay, this is my fundamental problem. When I lose the concentration, I leave the place and go. So the first and fundamental thing I did was, I decided I will not leave the place even I will have to go to nature's call for an hour. Every single day I sit somewhere with the book. Even if I am not reading the book, I'll sit there and I will not move. Even I have to go, even whatever I have to do for 1 hour. So initially it helped me a lot because, initially it was very hard for me to sit on a single place for an hour. Then later, when I decided to do this, I used to pray Salat al-Fajr. I didn't miss, alhamdulillah, thank God, I never miss my Salat morning prayers. Most of the time I won't until unless I sleep too late. So the prayer was like at 5 o'clock, then 5 to 7, there was no one who could disturb me, Most of the people are either sleeping, my friends are not here, and things are very different. So what did I do is, during those 2 hours, I started sitting for an hour with the book, and I don't even look, I don't leave the place, whatever it is. Even if I am not reading, book is open in front of me, and I am not leaving anywhere. My mom was surprised for some time, but later she felt that I am studying too hard. She felt like I'm trying to concentrate and do it. Later on, what did I do is, I did this thing with my library. Then I realized sitting idle on one place in front of the book is kind of not useful, so let's have 2 or 3 books with me. And then if I'm not concentrating on one book, I close that book and open another book and read another subject, or close another subject and read another subject, like that. That helped me a lot. Then later, what did I do is, like, I added one more thing to it, because in my life, most of the time, till my engineering, I think I haven't finished any book completely. I took the book and I never finished cover to cover, including Quran. I don't feel shy to say about it. But what did I do is, during that time, I realized I used to take some religious texts too and try to read them from cover to cover, very small booklets, like maybe 30 page or maybe 25 page. It was written in Urdu, my own language. It was very easy, but I never used to read them completely cover to cover. It was beyond my imagination and my control at the time. What did I do is, then I started reading, not the books. I just left the books. No more books. So what did I do is, I took magazines from the computer. I mean, computer magazines. I don't remember the name of the magazines now. Computer Express or something. During that time, I used to read them. So read some article, I mean, from start to the end. Start to end. Because that is fascinating. They talk about the latest technology, and that's what I like. And I started reading from top to bottom. I mean, complete article in one sitting, not make it 2 sittings or 3 sittings. So that helped me improve my concentration. Later on, a series, I loved it. I mean, Shiv Khera is one of the authors who wrote the book called You Can Win. Before that, he used to write in Computer Express. Every week, I think every alternate week, Computer Express used to come, and it's his one motivational article used to be there. I became fan of that guy, and I read almost of all his articles in that. And to read those articles, I used to sit in the library when everybody used to go for lunch or something, and then I used to make time to make sure that I sit in the library more than anybody else sit in the library. And when I was in final year and I was leaving the college, and we are all going for our own destinies, in search of our own destinies. So people used to say me, like, take your seat with you. So that's how it was for me at the end of the BTech final year. So what I want you to do is, now sit in one place, even if you don't concentrate. Sit with the book. Don't leave that place in first place. Don't leave that place. Just sit on that place. Right in front of the book. Book is open in front of you. Second thing is, have multiple subjects what you want to read. And the third thing is, read something which interests you. Once you started reading that, you will definitely cover everything. The fundamental problem regarding concentration is this: once you start sitting, you break down step by step, and later in just imagine, when I started doing this, later I not only finished Quran, later I not only finished religious text and some other things. I started reading a lot of news. I started reading a lot of books from my own. And in master's studies, when I went for master's, I used to sit in the room when the night is there, and I don't know when it is morning. I kept reading. I read, I wrote, I prepared for the exam, and I maybe wrote 20,000 pages. And I really don't imagine how many bundles of rough papers I had during masters. I really enjoyed every bit of it. I'm telling you, to start concentrating, you all have to do one thing. Just sit in front of the book for an hour every single day. Whatever the book it is, take the book, sit in front of it. And then slowly you increase the books and you add your magazines and whatever it is. And then definitely I'm very hopeful. If you keep doing it for years together, you will be very strong. Nobody can break your concentration. Sometimes even I feel now I'm a very old man and I do a lot of programming and do a lot of stuff. I did PhD and all that. But even in the company, sometimes I took some weird books and read them. Some books related to signal processing, some books related to linear algebra. Sometimes I read some probability books. but I feel comfortable. I don't feel so difficult upon me or something like that. And I feel that this is the thing which I am doing now is hard for the person who is sitting next to me. That gives me more confidence in my work. I'm telling you the truth. This is what the reality is. And most of the time, I know I have read more literature than someone to whom I am talking about. So it gives you a lot of confidence. It helps you a lot. So what you will have to do is to first realize the basic fundamental problem of the concentration and break down all the distraction that comes in front of it. Your most important thing you'll have to do is to focus on your studies. You got to go ahead in your life. If you want to go ahead in your life, you got to concentrate on your studies. Without studying well, there is no fun in taking this task. If you don't want to do engineering, why on the first place you would waste so much time and so much effort and so much money of your parents and yourself? If you want to do it sincerely. And if you have the problem, try to find a solution for it. For me, this helped a lot, and still I feel really happy about it. When I sit, sometimes I read sometimes when I sit with a book, and I just see like it's not any more difficult for me to complete a book cover to cover. It's not like that. I read a lot of books from different authors, novels, some management books, and some religious books. And these days mostly I hooked on to religious books because I want to concentrate. I want to learn something about the critical problems and the solutions through the religious studies for that. So what I want you guys to do is to focus. Because the focus is most important thing you can do. You will have to sit and concentrate. This is what you will have to do to be the best in this world, be the best in your class, in the nation, in the world. And I think this will help you out, and this helped me out, and I wish you all the best for your exam or anything you are preparing for, and I wish you a good luck for your concentration, and you do keep me in prayers. At the end, I would like to ask you to subscribe to Inspire and Ignite, as usually I ask in all other videos, and probably from now on I'll be uploading a lot of more videos, because I met with an accident, I had a scar on my face, and I don't want you guys to see me that way, so that you remember this guy is with a scar. So alhamdulillah, and thank God I'm very fine now, and I don't think you can see any scar or somewhere. And do subscribe to Inspire and Ignite YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and where do we have over one more thing? Google Plus. Yes, do follow us on Google Plus. With all the updates, I will be back to you. Thank you so much for watching the video, and thank you for your encouragement and lot of love you give when I'm absent from Inspire and Ignite. Thank you.